Finally, the long-awaited Grand Egyptian Museum is open. Well, sort of. There are a couple of exhibitions that aren't quite ready yet, but the majority of the largest archaeological museum in the world is open to the public at long last. If you've ever wondered how ancient Egypt's most valuable artifacts, from King Tut's entire collection to towering statues of pharaohs, made it under one roof, then you're in for a treat. This museum has faced countless challenges, from political upheaval to a global pandemic, but it's finally opening its doors with features that blend ancient history with cutting-edge technology. Before we step back in time to explore the wonders of the Grand Egyptian Museum, make sure to subscribe to Design Zip for the latest updates on iconic architecture and breathtaking designs from around the world. The story of the Grand Egyptian Museum, also known as GEM, began 22 years ago when the Egyptian government ran a global competition to design a new museum to house some of the world's most precious ancient treasures. This wasn't going to be your typical museum though, as the site chosen to host the museum was to be a stone's throw away from the legendary Pyramids of Giza. The challenge was monumental, but so was the enthusiasm. Architects from around the world threw their hats into the ring. In the end, it was the firm Hennigan Ping Architects that snagged the opportunity. Their vision? An ultra-modern complex that would bring Egypt's ancient history to the forefront in a way never seen before. But, as with any great endeavour, the path wasn't smooth. The construction, which started in 2005, soon ran into a maze of hurdles. Environmental concerns, financial crunches, and political unrest, especially during the Arab Spring of 2011, threw curveballs at the project. Tourism, a lifeline for Egypt's economy, took a hit, and the museum's future seemed uncertain. However, post-2014, with a more stable government at the helm, the museum's destiny took a turn for the better. International loans, primarily from Japan, helped bridge the financial gaps, and the construction resumed with renewed vigour. A global pandemic then hit just as GEM neared completion, leading to more delays. Lockdowns, travel restrictions, and safety protocols affected both the workforce and supply chains, causing further setbacks. Originally, the Grand Egyptian Museum was set to cost $500 million, but with all the delays and challenges, the final price tag has more than doubled, with the museum now expected to cost over $1 billion. Now, as we stand on the brink of its opening, the Grand Egyptian Museum is ready to be more than just a museum. It's set to be a journey through time, hosting over 100,000 artifacts that span from prehistoric times to the Greek and Roman periods in Egypt's history. And for the first time ever, the entire treasure collection of King Tutankhamun will be displayed, all under one roof. When you first lay eyes on the Grand Egyptian Museum, some love it, some hate it. It has been compared to an airport, but when you cover an area of nearly 500,000 square meters and are restricted by height, I guess ultimately you are going to have an airport vibe about you. The building is shaped like a chamfered triangle. That means instead of having sharp points at each corner, the triangle has short, straight edges where the corners would be. The museum is perfectly aligned with the Pyramids of Giza, with the building's north and south walls lining up directly with the Great Pyramid of Khufu and the Pyramid of Menkaure. The triangular form mirrors the pyramids, while its strategic location offers visitors a panoramic view of these age-old wonders. Approach the museum and you're greeted with a sprawling plaza, where date palms sway gently in the breeze, whispering tales of the past. The facade of the museum is crafted from translucent alabaster, capturing the golden Egyptian sunlight, turning the building into a glowing beacon of history. Step inside and the grandeur continues. The main entrance leads to an expansive atrium, where you're greeted by the towering statue of Ramesses II, once a proud landmark in Cairo's Ramesses Square. This 3,200-year-old artifact had stood in the square for over 50 years, but the surrounding pollution was slowly wearing it down. In 2006, the statue was moved to a conservation centre to prevent further damage. After 12 years of careful restoration, it was finally relocated to the Grand Egyptian Museum and placed in the atrium, now ready for visitors to admire. Within the walls of the Grand Egyptian Museum lies a collection so vast and varied, it's like walking through the pages of history. The exhibition area alone spans 83,000 square meters, making it one of the largest archaeological museums on the planet. To give you a sense of scale, that's about the size of 15 football fields. Housing over 100,000 artifacts, this museum isn't just about displaying antiquities, it's about narrating the story of an entire civilization. At the heart of this collection is the complete treasure trove of King Tutankhamun. For the first time, all of his artifacts are gathered and displayed in one place, offering a comprehensive glimpse into the life of the boy king. From his golden mask to the intricately designed chariots, every piece tells a part of Tutankhamun's story. But the museum's wonders don't stop there. There's also the awe-inspiring Khufu ship, an ancient vessel that has stood the test of time, offering insights into the maritime prowess of the ancient Egyptians, although this is not ready for public viewing just yet. What makes the collection even more extraordinary is that 20% of these artifacts are being exhibited for the first time. Hidden away for centuries, these pieces are finally seeing the light of day, ready to share their untold stories. Each room of the museum unfolds a different chapter of history, from the prehistoric times to the pharaonic era, and right through to the Greek and Roman periods. It's not just the quantity of the artifacts that make this museum special, it's the way they are presented. With cutting-edge display techniques, each artifact is given the spotlight it deserves, allowing visitors to fully immerse themselves in the rich tapestry of Egypt's history. The Grand Egyptian Museum is not just a vault of ancient treasures, it's also an engineering masterpiece. Designed with the preservation and safety of its artifacts in mind, the museum is both structurally sound and environmentally sustainable. When you visit, you'll marvel at artifacts that have been preserved for millennia. But did you know that the museum itself is built to withstand natural disasters like earthquakes? Located in an area with known seismic activity, the museum is equipped with state-of-the-art earthquake-resistant technology, including a shock-absorbing system that minimizes the impact of seismic waves. The museum's roof is equally remarkable. Covered in photovoltaic panels, it generates sustainable energy to power the building while helping regulate temperature and humidity, crucial for the preservation of the artifacts. Inside, the galleries feature advanced environmental control systems that prevent ultraviolet light from damaging these priceless relics. The Grand Egyptian Museum has created a fusion of the ancient and the ultra-modern. It leaps beyond traditional museum experiences by integrating cutting-edge technologies, making the journey through history not just educational but truly immersive. Imagine donning a virtual reality headset and walking through the bustling streets of ancient Thebes, or standing beside the builders as they erect the Great Pyramids. This integration of virtual reality into exhibits brings history to life in a way that's tangible, engaging and incredibly real. But the museum's commitment to modernity extends beyond just the exhibits. It positions itself as an international hub for cultural communication, connecting with other museums worldwide. This global dialogue ensures the GEM is not just a repository of the past, but a living, evolving centre of historical and archaeological research. Within its walls, you'll find a dedicated children's museum, offering interactive and educational experiences for younger visitors. It's a place where the sparks of curiosity are kindled and the stories of ancient Egypt are told in a way that's accessible and engaging for the leaders of tomorrow. The museum also houses a 250-seat 3D cinema, a state-of-the-art conference centre, and training facilities, echoing the old pharaonic places in design, yet equipped for modern needs. These facilities are not just spaces, they are incubators for learning, discussion, and the exchange of ideas. Workshops designed in the style of ancient Egyptian places offers hands-on experiences, allowing visitors to not only see but also touch and feel the essence of historical craftsmanship. These interactive spaces are where history isn't just observed, it's experienced. In every corner, the Grand Egyptian Museum blurs the line between past and present, providing a unique, multi-dimensional experience. It's a place where history is not just displayed, but is brought to life, engaging all senses and inviting visitors on an unforgettable journey through time. The opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum is a monumentous event eagerly awaited not just by Egypt, but by the entire world. Egypt's goal, aligning with the museum's opening, is ambitious yet inspiring. The country aims to triple its tourism arrivals over the next 5 years, targeting 30 million visitors by 2028. The museum is expected to play a crucial role in achieving this, drawing enthusiasts, scholars, and tourists from every corner of the globe. But the impact of the museum goes beyond numbers and tourism. It's about pride and identity. For Egyptians, it's a celebration of their rich heritage, a showcase of their ancestors' achievements. For the world, it's an invitation to explore and understand one of the oldest and most fascinating civilizations on Earth. So, there you have it, the Grand Egyptian Museum, finally open and ready to take visitors on a journey through Egypt's ancient past with a modern twist. Are you planning to visit Egypt to see this marvelous new museum? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're as fascinated by world-class architecture and groundbreaking design as we are, don't forget to subscribe to Design Zip. We have plenty more coming your way on the world's most ambitious construction and design projects. Goodbye and see you in the next one.